Perfect. I'd love to get you to try out the kitchen.
What would you like?
I will
Eggs?
take some eggs, scrambled.
Fridge, the workspace.
Hey Tristan, hey Keisha.
Hey, Kevin,
Kevin,
how are
how are
you?
you?
I'm well,
Good to see
thank
you.
you. Taking the kitchen for a test drive?
Yes.
We are, and we actually are in the fortunate situation now with everything open and framing completed that we actually have two kitchen options. We have option A, which would be here, and then we have option B, which would be what is now in the architectural plans in the living room.
Okay,
So this is option A that we are starting with.
gotcha. So give me a layout. What's what here?
So
It's the island.
Yes, this is the island, a nice 8-foot island. Everyone loves a big island. We have the sink in the middle.
Sink.
And
Gotcha.
then we have the stove here.
Okay,
We would need to take out part of this original window to account for the stove.
okay.
And then here we would have the refrigerator.
Gotcha.
Also, in this design of option A, we'd be able to have a nice large pantry opposite of the kitchen here.
Underneath where the old staircase used to be.
Yeah.
All right. So Keisha, you've already made breakfast, at least in your mind, in option A. Your thoughts?
Right, so having it in 3 dimensions really has helped us. Thank you so much for bringing it up and into space. One of the first things that I did notice once it did become 3-dimensional was when we wake up in the morning, we're coming downstairs, I recognized that, oh, I'm gonna enter right into making breakfast or feeling like I have to get the day started immediately. So
So the big central staircase is going away. This is the primary
this is
staircase.
the primary staircase.
And to your point, the first thing you're going to do is figure out who left the empty cereal bowl on the counter.
Exactly.
Or this is where you got to get the kids out of bed. You're late for school. Let's go.
Right. So
That's not your thing.
No, not so much. A more peaceful transition into the day, maybe
Yeah.
a more transitional space here would feel more natural to the way we live.
Okay. Well, that's fair. That's one of the reasons why we do it. So anything else on the list?
Tristan mentioned the pantry being right across over there.
Well, people love pantries, and proximity to the kitchen is a big help too. So what are your thoughts on this space?
Great design and use of the space, but a little less connection to the rest of the house from being over here. I'd feel drawn to the pantry, not as much pulled to the family area or outside.
Okay. All right. All legitimate. Anything else?
The window.
This
The window, yeah, it was an
if
original
you have
window.
fire, right, you want to get rid of it because you got a vent and all that stuff. So
Right. The idea of moving this piece of history kind of tugs at my heartstrings a little bit. Thinking about price possibly being here in the study and
Right.
looking out that window and all the thoughts that
Okay.
took place looking out that window. To move this piece of the original character of the house feels a little bit like it's not necessarily my place to do that, and I definitely want to be in a place of preserving as much of what was here as I possibly can.
So you score high on emotional intelligence. For you, it's a lot about how it feels, right?
It truly is.
Okay, well, you know what? We've got two options, and it's just plywood and boxes, so we can break it down and we can build it over there.
Okay.
Let's go check out option B.
Watch your step, there are horses. Okay, option B built. Tristan, you want to walk us through it?
Yes, so we are here in option B kitchen, which is a little bit different. We have an L shape with an island.
Although, am I seeing a slightly smaller island than what was in option A?
Slightly smaller island, however, uninterrupted because there's no longer sink, and we have almost tripled our countertop space in
Okay,
here.
so is this our sink?
This is our sink, and we have sink here, we have the range here, and then we have the refrigerator here that still keeps us in our perfect triangle.
Beautiful, okay. And it looks like we're framed out for windows.
Yes, that is the beauty of this kitchen. It is loaded with natural light. We have windows, more windows. We have a big picture window here and another window.
So Keisha, I guess we are on to lunch.
Yes, indeed.
You want to make us something and try out the space? What do you think?
I love it, Evan. It feels so natural. Thank you so
feeling.
much. Yeah, it really does. It feels like you and your team listened to all the things that we asked for, and it literally came alive right here. So it feels really good.
So what do you like about it? What sort of grabs you?
Right, so first and foremost, the idea that it's somewhat tucked away and uninterrupted space, but still very much connected to the family and living room out there,
Yeah.
as well as the gardens and the backyard. You
Yeah.
can still see everything that's pretty much going on, so I like having that.
There aren't a lot of people who end up opting for a smaller kitchen when there's a blank slate like this, and so this is obviously something that moves you.
Right.
And you don't want to come down the stairs and land in the kitchen, so is that enough of a transitional space with the stairway being way over there?
I think so. It feels like a natural flow into the kitchen now.
Okay. And is the feeling you're having strong enough to lead you to a decision, A over B?
Oh, definitely. I'm sure everyone in the family is going to like this choice, B.
B it is.
Yes.
You did it. Nice job. Thanks for watching. This Old House has got a video for just about every home improvement project, so be sure to check out the others. And if you like what you see, click on the subscribe button to make sure that you get our newest videos right in your feed.